Welcome, guys, to a new episode of Special Edition Sports Podcast. I'm Edwin, and I'm joined by Jason. It's been a month since we've done the last episode, but we're back with a big episode.
Banger.
We're going to be talking about college football and NFL. Of course, we're in the almost dead-ass middle of the season. At least for NFL, it's today's Thursday. Steelers and Titans are playing right now.
So beginning of week 9.
Yes, sir.
Trade deadline just passed by.
So we got big games coming up for the NFL and of course college football too. And for college football, the rankings, the CFP official rankings have come out, and let's talk about them. It's for some people it's questionable, but.
Some discrepancies.
But for the most part, solid list. Nothing too surprising, but yeah. Jason, we got Ohio State, Georgia, Michigan, and then Florida State in the top 4, and then of course rounding it out, Washington, Oregon, and UT.
Yeah.
Finding it out. How do you say it? Rounding it up, the top 7.
Yeah.
So. What do you think? Tell me what you think about these rankings. Do you think Ohio State should deserve it, or you think Georgia should take it, or it should be number 1? I know the AP one had Georgia.
Mm-hmm. I kind of agree with having Ohio State at number 1 just because they've played the better teams. They have a better resume. They beat Penn State. They beat Notre Dame. Those are both. Solid, not highly ranked. Penn State's highly ranked. They were like 6, I think.
8.
They were like 6 when they beat them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Notre Dame was up there. They're probably like around, I think, 18 or 15 or something.
Yeah, they were in the top 15, I think.
They were good. And they're still good.
And it's a rivalry game.
Yeah, exactly. With Georgia, the problem is the SEC. Surprisingly, this year the SEC is kind of mid.
What do you think? Oh, sorry, real quick. Oh, you think it's funny how Oklahoma and UT tried to join the SEC and then it got kind of bad?
It's only going to help them now.
True.
Everybody was like, now they're going to suck in the SEC. They can't even do good in the Big 12.
That's true.
And it's like,
they can work. They can work through it.
Yeah.
But of course, you think it'll take them. Oh, sorry. I know you were talking about the rankings, but you think it'll take them like a bit to. You think como que they're gonna take a while que se acomoden, or not really? Much of a difference.
I think it'll be okay because SEC is known for their defense.
Oh, okay.
And I think Oklahoma with Lincoln Riley for forever didn't play a lick of defense.
Yeah.
And now with Brent Venables, they play some defense at least. They're good. Yeah. Let's just say they're solid. Decent. Texas defense is decent. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not something to go. Win you a lot, but it's not
doable.
Trash.
Yeah.
And so that I think that'll help them.
Okay.
And their offenses are pretty good, and they're recruiting pretty good right now.
Oh yeah. I would say so.
Texas is really recruiting really good.
Yeah. You think that? Damn, I don't want to go off topic. You think that's a more Sarkisian thing, or you think it's a UT thing? What do you think, or a mix of both?
I think it's Sark. It's Sark. Yeah, because all the coaches before, UT's has always been big here in Texas, especially here in Austin.
And I would say nationally too, they have a name at least. Like they have a pretty good brand.
But they couldn't recruit like Sark's been able to recruit.
Oh yeah. Oh no, hell no.
And it's not like they were really good last year.
And even their backups are solid. Like their QB depth is pretty solid. But
yeah, or it probably started with Arch committing, and then that probably started that whole wave. But he's had these players for a minute. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess he knows how to talk to people's parents. I don't know.
Whoa, what you trying to say? No,
he's a handsome man.
Back to the rank. Sorry, you're done with that thought, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to the rankings. Ohio State. So you said Ohio State is a better resume. You think this top 4 stays? You think it moves, shifts a little bit? Who you feeling? Who you not feeling?
I'm not really feeling Florida State either too much because they're in the ACC and nobody's in the ACC. Yeah. So
they're
they're undefeated.
Yeah.
So you can't take that away from them. They're beating who they're supposed to beat.
Yeah.
But I don't know what their schedule looks like, but I don't think they beat any of these other good teams.
I think a good thing that has to be. I think they'll since the ACC is so weak. I think something the committee is probably gonna like look out his for. They probably have to beat everybody in the conference bare minimum to get them in.
I think if they lose a game, they're out.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think they'll even get back in because the ACC is so poor.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not like the ACC championship game is gonna. Clemson is
Clemson's not good.
I don't know who else they got to play. Duke, I think. So
Duke made some noise, but
that was their first 2 weeks.
They're not. Yeah, they're not gonna stay like that.
No. Yeah. I just I'm okay with Michigan being third because they really haven't played anybody but bums. They but their schedule coming up is gonna be pretty tough. They got Ohio State and Penn State. So,
bro, that Michigan Ohio State game is gonna be so good.
Yeah,
it's in the 25th. That's probably around Thanksgiving.
It's the rivalry week that they do every year for college football. So that's when Texas will play. They always change rivals. Texas has so many rivals. It's like Texas A&M and Oklahoma and Baylor. Yeah. It's always someone different. They don't really have like
exception of the Red River, obviously.
Yeah, but that's like its own thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, in terms of like rival, like in Texas doesn't really.
A&M, that's the only one I can.
Yeah,
think
but
of.
A&M's in the SEC.
Oh,
so
true.
And they don't play them. They haven't played them in a long time, ever since they left.
Yeah.
So,
the A&M. Oh yeah, no, A&M did play Alabama already. This year.
And we already played Baylor.
Oh, true.
So I don't even know who they're playing, to be honest, on rivalry week.
We're gonna find out. They probably played. Actually,
Who
I'm curious.
Who would they
I'm
play?
gonna look it up.
Oklahoma State? I don't think so.
Actually, that might mess with probably what it is.
But even Oklahoma
TCU,
State,
no, probably not TCU. They play Kansas State. Oh, they play Texas Tech. Duh. I was gonna say
that's rivalry.
I guess
that's not a rivalry.
That's the 24th. That's what they have. They play Iowa State a week before. I think TCU got. I guess they're disappointed from after last year, but.
Well, I mean, they overachieved last year. I don't think they're disappointed this year.
They won a playoff game, but I guess who they beat? They beat
Michigan in the playoff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Ohio State lost to Georgia.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Because Okay. Cool. Another thing we haven't brought up is we did mention a little bit Washington and Oregon, which is crazy how good the Pac-12 is this year.
Yeah.
And in the Pac-12, one of the biggest stories past month. I mean, it slowed down at least past 2 weeks ish. Colorado State, with Deion Sanders and co. They made a lot of noise beginning of the year here.
Coach Sanders and Sanders.
We recorded an episode almost exactly a month ago. I think we shot it before the Canelo video, I believe.
Yeah.
Was it before the Canelo video?
It was right before the Canelo. It was before the Canelo video, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, because the Canelo video, I dropped it right. We dropped it right. Yeah. So, yeah.
It's before that.
Yeah, because it's already November and Canelo fought September 20-something.
We recorded the podcast, I remember, like, right after the Cowboys played the Cardinals.
Damn.
I remember I said, y'all are lucky we didn't record this shit on Friday.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just remember the Canelo we recorded the day before. Yep. I just know that.
Yes.
You're probably right about the Arizona, but anyways, we recorded an episode that didn't get released, and you had great takes about Colorado, and I wanted you to expand them again. How Deion Sanders is gonna make Colorado State even bigger next year. Of course, we saw how good they were this year. I mean, obviously not in terms like. We saw sparks, I guess. You can say. And then I want you to expand on it. What do you think?
As far as Colorado and Deion Sanders, I mean, I got them winning it all next year. Just natty next year. I think that's a lock for me.
You think they're undefeated? I think they'll lose a game.
I think they join the Big 12 next year. I think that's where they're joining.
So I forgot that the Pac-12 gets
the Pac-12 guys is getting disbanded this year. The 1 year where they're all good.
Bro, I'm so disappointed because, bro, even with I know USC is bad, but like at least Caleb made it, even better. I'm so
I
disappointed.
mean, Pac-12. The Pac-12 is the conference with the most natties,
Well, what is that?
national titles,
Oh, okay.
more than the SEC.
Wow, I didn't know that.
The SEC didn't start getting good until
Modern
like
times
15 years ago.
with Alabama, and then everybody around
Yeah.
Alabama got together.
Oh, we're just with Nick Saban at LSU before that. But
So okay, so
like,
how
'cause
many
you
does
got
USC
the
have?
Pac-12? You got USC,
Oregon,
they got
Washington.
Oregon, Stanford has
Stanford.
won. Stanford has won a lot
UCLA.
before. UCLA, they've got good teams. That Cal was historically, Aaron Rodgers. That's who Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Um,
Also Marshawn Lynch.
Jared Goff too, and people. I mean, beside this year, before, just nobody was watching it. Nobody was going to the games. Nobody really cared about the Pac-12.
How do you think it secretly grew? How do you think how it kind of grew? I mean, besides the transfer portal, because it doesn't like a year.
Well, Lincoln Riley and Coach Prime sure helped.
Oh yeah,
that sure helped.
Of course. Lincoln Riley with the
Washington came out of nowhere. I don't know where that came from.
But if you look around, their offense.
That's what I'm saying. But like, there wasn't like no
Even
buzz about them.
Before.
Yeah, there's no buzz about them at all. For them, they're nothing. But Oregon's always kind of been up there.
Yeah. They just kind of like in and out. It depends on the year, and they somehow they do still get some talent year in and year out. Of course, some goes, but yeah.
Mariota won a Heisman. Justin Herbert went.
Justin Herbert,
Yeah.
my boy Justin Herbert.
Bum. No, but yeah, I think Colorado takes it all next year. Oh. I mean, with the transfer portals now, and don't get me started on recruiting, he's gonna get the pick of the litter.
The pick of the litter.
I mean, every player is gonna want to play for Colorado next year.
You think they're gonna have too much? I mean, of course they're gonna choose who they want. They're gonna like.
Oh yeah.
We're not rejecting some, and
I mean, you can have like 80 players on the college squad.
It's not
really? On a roster. Yeah, you have like. Have you seen like the sidelines on the college?
I mean, yeah, but
I'm not seeing the fucking players. It's not like a 53-man roster like they do in the NFL. It's like 80 something. Damn. Yeah, that's how you can stack up. That's how Alabama was stacked for so long.
They got dipped on dip because the recruiting was so good.
Yeah. And who wouldn't want to play for him? It's like you see Lil Wayne and The Rock and all of them.
Bro,
all these, and Offset.
The Rock kind of surprised me that one time he went. I was like, what the fuck? Even was that one rapper? Offset went. I think
Offset went. Yeah,
like, bro. Oh my god.
Like just pulling up to the school, pulling up to the games, like just the vibe around the whole school, that the aura that Coach Prime brings. Just, I mean, Coach Prime is probably one or two the greatest defensive player of all time. Like, it's between him and Lawrence Taylor, basically. And once after those two, like, it's not even close. The gap is so big between those two guys. I mean, and Deion Sanders is just I don't know. He's so confident. He's so secure about himself. He knows what he wants. He knows how to coach. That's another thing people don't really give him too much credit for, is that, yes, he's getting a lot of attention, and that helps the school, but he also is a really, really good coach.
People give him slack that he's just a marketing machine, but no,
he can coach his ass off. I mean, we went to Jackson State, and Jackson State was,
Oh yeah, even Jackson State last year, yeah.
Like, even they did a lot, and so, yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking of, like, if I'm any player at any school, like, why wouldn't I want to go to Colorado? And if I see that Colorado's needing players, and I'm one of those players that they need, fuck yeah, I'm going over there. I'm taking my ass straight over there. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Another thing, I brought this up earlier. That I think one of the things that made me. Well, I kind of already knew that he coached just by the way he talked, because I don't know. There's just something. There's some guys that they're sometimes they just talk it out for the media, but this guy genuinely believes what he says. Like, you can just see it, and it's not. Sometimes here and there he's done some corny stuff, and that's why people get ticked off by him. But what I was saying earlier about, I mentioned this earlier before. We start recording this episode, but that the game that proved me or even made me feel more safe that I know he could coach was the Colorado rivalry from Colorado State.
Yeah.
And everything was against them, and they pulled it through, even though they shouldn't have played or started off the game the bad they did, or should have been close.
Yeah.
But yet, everything pointed out for them losing that game,
Yeah,
and they still pulled it through.
For sure.
So that's coaching and getting your team right.
Yeah.
Sucking it up and being like, hey, we cannot lose this.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for sure. And as good as a player as he was in his day, like, how can you not listen to him?
Oh yeah,
It's like
he has credibility.
It's like who am I?
Why would you doubt him? Why you don't?
Yeah,
you can't doubt him?
yeah. And it's just, I mean, yeah, and it's just gonna be crazy next year. Everybody's going to Colorado next year. I just know it. If I'm a player, I'm going.
I hope it happens because we'll have another big titan or a big juggernaut in the juggernaut of a team in college football. So it'll be even crazy. I think the hype will be even bigger because they'll be winning more games.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It'll be even crazier.
Oh yeah.
This year was already bananas. Like.
Oh, and I'm pretty. I mean, I just want out of all the kids that he's probably already recruited that they probably aren't playing because they're freshmen or whoever he starts recruiting this off season, but that might not pay off until maybe a couple of seasons after or whatever. Like, imagine, these kids' parents. They're probably our age. They're actually younger than us, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's 18.
Kids,
it's 18-year-olds. Imagine 18-year-old kid with a 40, 45-year-old parent who probably watched Deion Sanders in his prime back in the 90s.
Yeah, this guy, I don't.
And he's sitting on your couch telling him, I want your son to play for me. Forget it.
Like they say in Spanish, sus palabras pesan. His words.
Yes, bro.
He got weight
imagine 20 years from now and freaking... Or no, imagine imagine my kid is 18 years old and Tom Brady sitting there saying he wants my kid to play quarterback for him.
Hey son, you know who this is? This is Tom Brady.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh man, it's just crazy.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought the player because he was that type of level and back in the day.
Yeah,
obviously defensive, but it doesn't matter. He was just that type of player.
Dominant, the greatest player to ever play that position. Just on that side of the ball.
No doubt. I want to keep it a little bit before we move to the NFL. I want to keep a little bit in college football still. So these past few weeks, a lot of things have been reported and leaked about the Michigan scandal. I want to get your thoughts. I know the more the week goes on, there's been things talked about. Yeah. Oh, the conference is not going to say nothing because they want to defend the course of the team in the conference. They want to. I think they're the Big 10 or Big 12. Big 10. Yeah. We got to keep it. We can't make them look bad because it's tear the game. Yeah. About this guy, whatever that works for Michigan, is in games, just stealing. Whatever. You know the gist. Tell me about it. You think it's bullshit? Are you in favor of Michigan? You think it's too much? You think everybody? What's your take? Where you take it?
I think it's bullshit.
You think it's bullshit?
Yeah, it's.
Let me real quick. I think it's not because the fact that the media's covering. I know that, but the fact that almost nobody has said anything says a lot. Like, but then again, I guess you want to get your lawyers in for them to talk. Obviously, that I understand, but sometimes like let's say I know somebody's talking shit about me, and I know it's not true, and they keep saying it. I'm like, you want to clear it up. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
all Jim Harbaugh's been saying is I have no idea. That's all he's been saying. That he has no idea that's been going on.
He small talks everything. Everything. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I guess they're being really professional, and I don't know if it was somebody and I know it's not true. You'll be like, just deny and be like, no, that's it. That's not true. Bro.
I feel like I could do like a PowerPoint on why this is all bullshit. Yes. They found like a budget to give this guy. Okay, so this guy, he was on the coaching staff for Michigan.
Yeah.
I think he was there. He's like in the recruiting officer. I think he's like suspended right now.
Oh, well, yeah.
Obviously. But
That still says a
works.
lot.
So he works for Michigan. Yes,
Yeah.
correct. He does work for Michigan. Now, where I kind of call bullshit on everything, and it's because there's so many things. We can start from the beginning.
Yeah.
From the very beginning. Okay. The NCAA had no idea this was going on. They didn't start this investigation. They weren't the ones sniffing around. No. An outside firm
just caught it, I guess. Or
an outside firm came to the NCAA, knocked on their door. It's like, hey, look at what we found.
Oh, okay.
That in and of itself is suspicious. It's fishy.
Okay.
Who went to an outside firm with some information, went to them, and then had paid them to go to the NCAA and present this,
the evidence.
That already, just for me, is like, why not go straight to the NCAA?
Themselves?
Whoever it was.
No, well, I guess the outside firm is more of like, they want to keep their name safe and like kind of. I know this because when you sue somebody, sometimes you choose to like, hey, you handle the papers, or
Oh yeah, that's suing. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's kind of. I know this is not suing technically, but that's kind of like where it comes from. Like,
yeah, you have to have a lawyer if you want to sue somebody. Yeah.
No.
They were trying to say like they're not trying to get sued for defamation.
No.
Or whatever.
No,
but they came with like an investigation already. Like they came with evidence. Like the firm came with evidence to the NCAA. Like,
but you saying the firm came?
Like, I'm not saying it's like one person.
No, of course.
Went to this. I'm saying like it sounds to me like a team who kind of got beef with Michigan. Maybe their biggest rival.
Ohio State.
Maybe Ohio State. Kind of probably is trying to play games with Michigan.
Scared of them,
I don't. Like I said, I don't want to defame anybody either. I'm just saying that's just what it looks like to me. It doesn't have to be Ohio State. It can be Michigan State for all I know.
Okay, let's say it is true, and then you know about it. Of course, if you think it's cheating, you're not gonna allow it. You're gonna snitch.
Right. That's the thing. So you're gonna snitch to your boss, which is the NCAA.
Exactly. That's what they did. But they didn't on a firm.
No,
it's just a firm, like a random firm,
like a random like attorney like firm. Like they didn't go to the NCAA. Like they just went to some firm. And then this firm, on behalf of whoever told them or sold them that information, like the outside firm, like I don't explain myself. The outside firm isn't
Who
putting
knew before
the outside firm isn't presenting evidence, isn't pushing for this on behalf of someone else.
Okay, they're not. They just. Okay,
they just came upon this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're saying they just came out of nowhere, so it must have come from somebody.
That's what I'm saying. It must have come from somebody. So that's where the fishiness comes from for me.
Oh, okay.
Like they're not like saying like my client, blah blah blah, is bringing this to our attention, and we want to bring this to your attention. No, us as blah 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 firm, I don't know their name or whatever, we're bringing this to you. Please look at this.
Okay.
Like that makes no sense to me. Because the NCAA or even the Big Ten, they're supposed to do something.
Well, the Big Ten, you know why they're not doing nothing, because they don't want their team to get stained up, and they want them to be in the.
Well, here's like the College Football Playoff Committee.
Exactly.
They're a separate entity from the NCAA.
Oh no, yeah, I know that.
So, but like because
like I'm saying, like the conference still like. Mm-hmm. Like the conference, that's what it is. Not saying nothing.
Oh no,
that's their team. That's a team in their conference.
But here's the thing, because they asked the committee also, like they were like, what do you think about this whole scandal? And their exact words were, "This sounds like an NCAA problem. This has nothing to do with us."
Damn.
So let's say Michigan does get caught up, they're still going to the college football playoff. They keep it up. That's what I'm saying. It's a separate entity.
No, I know, because I guess but the reason they said it to the NCAA is because they presented it to the NCAA. But what I'm trying to say, obviously, the college football players not going to say anything, because if they say it's true, they're going to feel obligated to demote them from the college football playoff.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why they're like,
they want to keep them because money. You want to have the best teams to play.
Right.
I guess.
I guess.
But
yeah, that's my point number one. Why I think it's bullshit.
I was about to switch. I was already going to translate it to the NFL.
No, that's what I'm saying. I told you, like, I could have a PowerPoint on this shit as to why I think it's bullshit. Like, so that's one. Number two, let's say this guy has been stealing signs, and like it could also be like he's stealing signs from places and he's just taking credit for it, like by his own. Like we don't even know. Like it could be where like he's taking it upon himself to cheat.
Oh,
And he's trying to take credit for it.
Yeah.
It could be that, or it could be Jim Harbaugh is in on it and everybody's in on it or whatever.
Yeah.
It could be that too. But as far as like sign stealing, like if they were stealing signs and they're accusing them of doing this for like the past 2 years, right?
Yeah, I know that. Ever since Michigan started playing well. Which
exactly.
also I guess you can say is fishing. People like started hating you, like, let's take a look at them.
But so what does sign stealing have to do with Aiden Hutchinson bulldozing the Ohio State left tackle? What does that have to do with, just outright beating people? Like,
I mean,
like on the
protection. I mean, maybe
like
he knows
even Deion Sanders says it. He's like, you could steal signs all you want, and all you're gonna know if it's run or pass. You don't know the actual play. You just know, is it run? Or is it getting pass? Or is it pass?
Tendencies can add up. Okay, yes, and you still have to execute.
You still have to stop it.
I understand. That I completely agree. But sometimes the hard thing about defense that most of the time you're reacting.
Right.
But even
if you don't buy it on a play action or something,
exactly, you're not reacting. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, which is yes, I agree is an advantage.
In the highest level, I think those small details matter.
Yes, I agree. It matters, but at the same time, like they asked Kirby Smart of Georgia, if he had any suspicions of Michigan cheating. He was like, there was no evidence of them having any of our signs during that college football playoff game. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because they lost 40-something-0. That's why. There was no evidence of them cheating.
I didn't know he said that.
Like he said it with like that kind of tone. He was like, there was no evidence of them stealing our signs during that game.
And I guess you just made me realize that, I don't think these teams even are dumb enough to, let a team do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like if the teams find out or have a suspicion of it, they're gonna snitch.
Yeah, no,
they're gonna say something about it.
They're gonna, exactly. They're gonna do something about it. They're gonna take care of it. Basically.
Yeah, like okay. So now that before the Michigan versus Michigan State, this came out. So now Michigan State said, okay, we're gonna call plays like we're in high school. Because I remember I used to have to do that shit. You run to the sideline, you get the play call, run back to the huddle, call the play in the huddle, and then run the play.
Yeah.
It's like, we're going to run this shit high school style. We're not doing our fucking billboards and shit.
Yeah.
And what was the score? 49-0?
Yeah, Michigan State didn't even score.
49-0. Bruh. So Michigan didn't have any of their plays. Bruh. They couldn't steal none of their plays. And they got fucked in the ass.
Bum wit.
49-0. So, and you're telling me Michigan needs to steal signs of all these other teams who I've already said they've played bums all season. Yeah. You're telling me they need to steal signs off these teams to beat them?
You kind of convinced me. I see where you come from.
I just don't.
Maybe I'm getting driven by the media, and because most of the media is like, hey, it's hard facts. It's all being recorded.
Yeah. And then the guy that they're accusing of him doing all that, he's a fucking cuckoo bird.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that earlier.
He has like a freaking 600-page manifesto saying like how bad he wants to be like the Michigan head coach or something like that.
When Jim Harbaugh is his boss.
Yeah, he's a fucking wackadoodle. And I don't know. And then they showed the video of against Ohio State where they call a play. Mm-hmm. That video where they're pointing at CJ Stroud. You haven't seen that video?
No, I haven't seen
That's kind of the video that's going around, saying Michigan knows their play because Michigan put a sign up for what they're gonna run, and then you see all the Michigan coaches going, saying it's a pass,
and
saying oh yeah, they have their play, and I guess
meaning what they already know, it's pointing it out.
It's they know their play, they know their play.
Yeah, it's
I don't think anybody knows what happened during that play. You know what happened during that play? Ohio State scored.
Damn.
So that's what I'm saying.
It's a lot of debunk. Okay, I see where you.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean,
it takes a lot of things also for like what you said that matters. Maybe people just see the video and they're like, "Oh, you see."
Yeah.
But if you go in actual in depth,
Like you see
like, I
what
didn't know that. If you
the
told me,
actual play.
it's misleading, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
They score on that play.
Yeah.
They scored on that literally that play, that video that's trending that went viral. They literally score on that play. I mean, by all means, if what he did is go and went and bought tickets and videotaped them and is stealing signs. I mean, yes, they should do something about it. And it's very hard to prove. Like how I said earlier, is it him taking it upon himself and he's cheating just to keep his job? Yeah. Or if it's, Jim Harbaugh is involved in it and the whole coaching staff knows about it and they're all in on it. Yeah. It's hard to prove either way.
It has to go a lot of things right for...
Well, I mean, if he's found guilty of doing that, then Jim Harbaugh is going to be found guilty of it because that's your boss, that's your job, it's your responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
To know everything.
Oh yeah, so that's the whole part of the responsibility.
It's your responsibility, so you're gonna, you're gonna take responsibility for it. So, I don't know. I mean, and then they showed pictures and videos of this same guy on other people's sideline.
Yeah, no, I saw those.
This whole thing makes no sense to me. I don't know. I mean, I call bullshit. So let's say, everybody has a suspicion. Michigan's stealing signs. Yeah. All these teams are all going to hide their signs or they're going to change their signs to a different place. Now, if Michigan...
even year in and year out, you're having different types of play.
But that's what I'm saying. They're saying this guy bought tickets this year.
But he bought them also. But I thought
last year. But for this year, he's been to other Big Ten games. Okay. So he supposedly has their plays right now. Or has their signals right now. Según.
Okay, let's say he does go.
He has.
Then he can't. I swear to God, he cannot get every single.
And let's say right now he has Ohio State's signals in place. Let's just say for shits and giggles he does. Yeah. Ohio State is now going to change their signals. If not change their signals, at least go through the high school
or modify some of the plays.
Call plays like you do in high school. Yeah. Something like that. If Michigan goes and beats all these teams from here on out, and these teams are changing their play calls, I mean,
there should be more credit for them, I guess you could say, because they're playing. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. So that means they weren't winning. That's what I'm saying. They weren't winning because they had people's plays. They were winning because they're better.
They're good. Yeah.
Yeah. Because now none of the teams are gonna put up all the signs that they've had for.
Yeah. Because they're taking away how they were getting an advantage.
Yes. Okay. Exactly. So that's all Michigan can really do right now. Fucking grab your dick and beat all these teams.
So far they're looking solid. So nothing we can say now, and we have to wait how this develops. Yeah. Because we'll say what people say and what actually the NCAA does or what's going on. Okay. Cool. Glad got to hear yours because you kind of convinced me. I ain't gonna lie, you kind of convinced me. I was like, I read the report. Mm-hmm. I sent the article to the group chat, and I was like, oh, okay, seems solid. Yeah, getting informed. So, but yeah. All right. Like I said, this is the mid-season for both football and for college football and NFL. Yeah. Let's transition to the NFL. Big week. Of course, big week for college football as well, but. We're heading into week 9. The Titans game and Steelers game is going on right now. Steelers up 20-16.
Titans getting the ball back right now. Titans 4 minutes left.
Ooh, great return. Oh, get out of there. Oh, to the 50-yard line. Let's fucking go. Who do you got? I think I picked Steelers. Bro, you got to do your pick'ems game.
I keep forgetting.
I know,
I
bro.
get the notifications where say you have 8 hours to pick your things. And I was like, let me just get to my truck and do it. And I always forget to do it.
Our records would have been good. Yeah. Bro, there's some weeks I go hot. But those pick'ems game, I pick them differently from my betting games. Because sometimes my betting...
You're hedging your bets.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, I had Vikings beating the San Francisco 49ers on my pick. Yeah, I have proof of that.
Oh, yeah. No, you do. I went through your picks. That's the only week you picked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, big week. Week 9, bro. All day Sunday, and then who plays on Monday? I haven't checked. Oh, it's Chargers Jets. But Sunday all throughout the whole day, starting at 8:30. Dolphins, Chiefs in Germany.
Yep.
And then 12 p.m. we got the Ravens, Seahawks, which should be a good defensive game. Probably in one of those nasty, gritty games.
Oh, yeah.
I would predict. Then the 3 o'clock game. Well, we're in Central Time, so 3 o'clock,
3:30.
3:30.
Yeah.
None other than the
game
big
of the week.
NFC East game. Cowboys, Eagles at Philly.
That's gonna be the
And then
best game.
Monday Night Football. Oof.
Or Sunday Night Football.
So, Sunday. Sorry, Sunday Night Football. I said just
Yeah.
Monday Night. Sunday Night Football. Bengals, Bills. I think they play in Cincy. Can you check that real
think
quick,
it's
Chris?
Bills.
You think they play in New York?
I think it's Buffalo.
Oof.
I think.
Well, Chris is gonna shut up, and then Monday kind of mid.
I'm tired of watching the Chargers.
Why does Justin Herbert get another Monday night game? They just
I don't know.
play-
I thought you were only supposed to get one a year.
Well, I didn't
That's
know
what I
that.
was
I
always-
don't
I
think
was-
that's true, but maybe not for sure not anymore since I've been watching because I've seen. But either way, they're so recent. They were just
They just played Monday night against the Cowboys.
and they played
2 weeks ago.
last week. They played
Cincy.
They're in Cincy.
okay,
Yeah, bro.
and then they played the Chiefs. I mean, that one wasn't a primetime game, but even then, they still got a 33:30 slot.
Mhm.
And then they played against Chicago on Sunday, which was gay as fuck.
Yeah, they didn't
Sorry,
flex
whack
out of
as
that.
fuck. I'm sorry. I don't want to get y'all liberals or whatever. Anyways, it was whack.
Yeah.
And then they get another Monday night game.
Yeah.
They're whatever. Hopefully, Kellen Moore gets embarrassed again on national TV. So hopefully not Kellen Moore. Sorry,
Brandon
Brandon
Staley.
Staley. Sorry, I mean you don't like Kellen Moore. You don't like Kellen
either.
Moore.
Fuck that guy. Yeah.
But hopefully Brandon Staley now gets fired and Justin Herbert gets actual coach.
So Justin Herbert has excuses.
No, it's not an excuse. It's just a real thing. It's just a real thing. He's already really talented. I want him to get maximized. I just want him to get maximized. You know. Ooh, 4th down. Hold up, real quick.
4th and 4.
4th and 4. Lowell Levis. Boom, boom. 1 hitch, 2 hitch. Oh, goes deep.
Oh,
DeAndre
50-50
Hopkins. Oh no! They
No.
never put his feet down.
Traylon Burks, and he's out. He's got knocked out.
He's dead.
He probably hit his head on the.
He's
on the
fucking dead.
turf. Damn.
Why is he not moving?
Ay, mi mente.
I think he's fine. They already showed the replay, so I think he's good now.
As I was saying, I think he fell and he hit the back of his head on the turf. He got whiplash.
Yep,
Yep,
exactly what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
His
That's
leg
usually
didn't
what it
look that
is.
good either.
He's out. He got knocked out.
Oh, DeAndre Hopkins. Let's see this replay.
Can't run.
No,
Fucking
it's clean.
run
He
like
just got
Unk.
double teamed.
He running like Unk.
Anyways, I think Traylon Burks is okay. Whatever. Yeah, he's fine.
Traylon. Don't get me started.
All right.
Get
Y'all
me
saw
started.
my
I forget
picks.
Traylon
I
Burks.
bet it on. I sent it in the group chat. But let's start off with the Chiefs. Okay. Recap real quick before
The season.
the season. Sorry, before we even get to those games, we got. Okay, first let's start in the NFC. Let's talk about the big dogs. Detroit are legit. I mean, you can debate how big their shading is, but they're legit. They just look solid all week except the Ravens game. That's about it. But
And the Seahawks.
no, they went to overtime. They could have won that game. I mean, coin flip. Seahawks are decent. They have a good defense, even though that game was a shootout. But Seahawks are formidable. So I think Detroit is solid.
Yeah, but then he got raped by the Ravens.
But they beat the Chiefs. I mean, I know they were hurt. But
I haven't been high on the Chiefs all season, so I don't really put too much stock into that. And they didn't even have Travis Kelce or Chris Jones that game either.
So was that credit to Chiefs because it was a close game?
More credit to Patty probably because Patty has been dragging them through the mud.
I mean, yeah.
Is his brother still in jail, or is he out?
I don't know. I don't really keep
He's
up
so
with
annoying.
that.
Yeah,
But anyways,
I'm tired of seeing fucking Taylor Swift too.
Oh yeah.
Like
They're
I
gonna
like
give me
Taylor
some-
Swift, I like her and everything, but stop showing her every fucking 4 seconds.
They calmed it down, but when it was with that Jets game was bad. Jeff's-
and then I already hate Patrick Mahomes' wife.
Oh,
And they kept showing how she's like all buddy with
ugly
fucking
too.
Taylor Swift.
Sorry, Patty,
Ugh.
but
And
Patty,
then they
you're too
did-
handsome for
They did that fake ass fucking handshake.
whack handshake too.
That was
It
so
wasn't even. Anyway,
And they're all pretending like they're reacting to what the play, like they actually know what's going on. They're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh my god.
Taylor Swift when he's like, "Oh, did Travis get the ball?"
Who was that one meme when like Taylor Swift's asking Patrick Mahomes' wife, like, why does Patrick Mahomes keep throwing to the other team and not Travis?
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that.
See,
That's
I've told
funny.
you. See, he's knocked out.
Oh damn. Hopefully Traylon Burks or Trey Burks?
It's trailing.
Traylon Burks is okay. Damn. It's tough. I think you find. I mean, hopefully he is. Of course, we were all scared after DeMar Hamlin, but I think he'll be good. You know.
I mean, it's a concussion. I mean, getting hit in the back of the head, that's something totally different. I mean, we see what happens with like boxing if you get punched in the back of the head. That's why it's illegal. That's why it's illegal.
They give him a time, like, you know.
Yeah.
Why are they showing the replay again? He's fine. He'll be fine. That he did hit his back of his head, but he'll be good. And I think I saw a little bit of bend in his leg, but maybe I'm tripping.
Nah, it's just because they pulled out the stretcher and the little neck brace for the little thing for the helmet to keep your neck straight. So it's a concussion.
Tough. Well, hopefully he's okay. We're gonna continue this. So on the NFC side, we have San Francisco just dropped 3 in a row. Dallas just went on a good 2 winning. I think their last 2 games were really solid, really good wins.
Yep.
And then Philly lost to the Jets a few weeks ago
without their top 3 cornerbacks.
And then without Sauls, without DJ or the Reed guy. No, DJ Reed. No, what's his name?
The safety?
No. The other corner that's really good.
They're saying it's
not really good.
All of them, like all 3 starting corners.
No. I know.
Sauce, fucking, I don't know all their names, but I just know it was the top 3 corners. They didn't play.
He had a really good game against Buffalo.
Whatever. I think it's DJ Reed. I think it's DJ Reed. I think
it's him, and I don't know the third one, but point is they were gone. Eagles could still won it, but ugly game from Jalen Hurts. Yep. But they got themselves back. Ugly win against Washington.
2 ugly wins against Washington. Really
says something. I mean, they still win. Even they didn't play well, they still win. So it's credit to them.
I don't like that. When people say,
I know what you mean. I
don't like that. I don't like that. Where
I know what you mean because it'll bite you in the ass. But Eric bit him in the ass in Jets.
No, I'm saying I just don't like that statement like that. Like, oh, it was a hard game, but at the end they pulled it out.
I didn't say hard game. It was an ugly win.
What I'm saying, like ugly game, shootout, whatever the case may be. I don't like. What that.
I mean is, like,
I know what you're saying.
Okay.
They're showing character that they can bring themselves out of whatever hole they're in.
And I said it with the Vikings last year, or in the preview. Like we said it, we both brought it up that Vikings kept winning close games, but eventually your luck runs out, and it bitches. So it has to be,
like with the Eagles and stuff, or like I don't like where if teams bail themselves out with a win, if that makes sense. Like if you're paying like shit all game, but then the other team. You still have a chance to win it at the end with like a field goal or whatever, and you win. Like, I don't like giving that so much credit.
No.
If that makes sense.
I think there's different types because you can
like a shootout. I'll give it more credit.
Yeah.
But if it's a shootout against a sucky,
for sure. Yeah,
if it's a shootout against a sucky team, and then they say, oh, it was a hard fought game, but they pulled it out. It's like
no, because you're down playing to your opponent.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't like that. Kind of with like the Eagles and Commanders. It's like the Eagles and Commanders game shouldn't be that fucking close.
Yeah, I mean, AB be cooking it up, but I know what you mean. It's still a division game, but I mean, they sweep them, so they could have got caught as well. That for sure, I agree. But and then they beat the Dolphins, which are solid offensively, but they're horrible defensively.
Yeah. I saw he put the thumbs up, Traylon Burks, so. He's conscious now, at least.
Good. That's good. Good to see. Let's see how this goes. So Pittsburgh is going to get the ball back after the fourth down. Turnaround down. So we'll see what they do. See if they run it. There's still
Titans has all their timeouts. So
and
if they get a stop,
2 minute warning. Sorry.
Yep.
Ooh, give me that. Give me that.
Jeffrey Simmons.
Tackle for loss. So that's how the NFC is going. Detroit in the middle of the pack as well. And Eagles have the number 1 seed now. If they lose, I think Cowboys get it.
Would open, yeah. If they lose,
They lose this weekend, yeah, because they have to. Both of them
I
have 2 losses, and then the tiebreaker with Cowboys will have to take a tiebreaker.
yeah, but it also comes into the conference play. So I think because both of our losses were against NFC teams, and their one was one AFC, I think they would still keep the lead.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I think.
No,
I don't know when. I don't know.
I'm not saying they don't matter. I don't know if it matters now.
I don't know when it comes into account. Does it?
Okay.
Which comes first? Yeah,
okay.
The tiebreaker between the 2 teams or
the conference
play.
Okay.
I don't know which one comes into.
I think probably actually head to head first, and then like if they split the games at the end of the season, then they go to who has more conference wins.
Probably.
That's probably, but whatever. Yep. Doesn't matter now.
Doesn't matter. They're gonna have the same record. They're gonna be 1A, 1B.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's how the NFC is. The AFC is bananas, especially after Chiefs lost against the Broncos really bad. I mean, I would say bad loss because they didn't even score a touchdown either.
Yeah, 5 turnovers. That's ugly. That's really bad.
It's really bad. And then they're still at the top, but then we got Dolphins breathing right behind their necks.
Dolphins to me are frauds.
The only reason I don't think they're frauds is because I think the defense is due for a good game or they're due to get better because they can't get worse. And I trust Vic Fangio. I trust him as a DC, so I don't know. Maybe head coach, you can say he's questionable, but I trust him, and I think, and they have the personnel. They got Jalen Phillips,
roster for it.
Christian Wilkins, Bradley Chubb, Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard. I think even the the linebacker, the junior guy, what's his name? I mean, whatever. He's not all worldly, but he's solid.
Jordan Phillips.
Yeah, exactly. So the personnel's there. And I think he's due for make it work how he wants to. And I don't know if it's gonna be this game or they're gonna go through the stretch, but I think they're gonna be due eventually.
I don't think it's the defense that's losing them the games in the big games against the good teams.
I disagree.
I mean, the offense didn't really show up against Buffalo. The offense didn't really show up against the Eagles.
I think they didn't show up in the Eagles even less. I think what happened in Buffalo. Okay. I think what happened in Buffalo was more about the protection. I think the Buffalo's getting home with 4, and I think that kind of just messed up. And 2 was just he relied so much on timing and
anticipation.
And anticipation that
if his first read isn't there,
the whole play breaks down, and and because I feel like sometimes the guys were kind of not wide open, but they were open even, but he just couldn't get the ball through because the pass rush was getting home, but. Whatever. We don't have to go in depth to that, but that's how the AFC is. And then we got, of course, since he just wins 3 straight, Seattle.
They came off their bye, and then who did they beat before the bye? They beat somebody else before the bye. Oh
yeah, they got 3 in a row: Arizona, Seattle, and Cincy. And San Francisco. They just got 3 in a row.
Yeah, that's 3 in a row.
Yeah, because they were.
But I think they're still bottom of their division though.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Especially even when Steelers are gonna win this game. Oh well, if they do, but
no, see, they got the ball back. They had all their timeouts.
Yeah, Titans get ball back, so they need a touchdown to win it. A field goal, no good. So we'll about to find out right now. But yeah, they're on the bottom of the division. Ravens look hot. I like Ravens. Remember I said that they're gonna be fighting the 1 seed with the Cincinnati.
Yeah.
But. They could have been undefeated, honestly, if they didn't lose to close game overtime against Colts and they didn't lose to the Steelers. The Steelers, the Ravens should have won that game, but I feel like you're always going to lose a division game. Division games are just, you can always split them, so I'm not tripping, but you could trip on it because they should have won that game.
They should have won the game. Because they not only do they have a good defense. Okay,
Steelers have a good offense.
Steelers have a good defense, but Ravens have a good offense.
Exactly.
Ravens have a good offense, and the Steelers.
Do not have a good offense. Steelers. Yeah.
That's what ticks me off a little bit because
It's a
They're-
really thing with the Ravens.
No, not really.
Oh,
Just like in general. I know I sound like such a fucking cowboy dick rider and such a whiner, but like the Ravens will lose to 2 bad teams or whatever. But everybody was like, it's okay. It's the Ravens. I think they're still good. They should still be up there. But then
think it's because they have a MVP quarterback.
no, man, that was so long ago. I was in freaking high school. I graduated high school 3 years ago.
He is
That was when he won the
one
MVP.
of 3 players
I know, but it was so
currently
long ago.
active to have an MVP.
I know, and it's not a Lamar Jackson thing for me. It's not.
okay.
I'm just saying, just the team in general.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like,
I know what
okay,
you
so
mean.
the Cowboys lose to San Francisco. So San Francisco was probably the best team. Was the best team in the league at the point. At the time.
Yeah,
At the time.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, at the time.
So I mean, can you say we should have lost, or there's no shame in losing to them? I mean, there's shame in losing that bad, yes. But I mean, you lost to a better team. Okay, shouldn't have lost to the Cardinals. That was horrible.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's 2 bad losses.
No,
Not
no.
one.
One bad loss.
2. The Arizona's a bad loss too.
That's what I'm saying. I'm counting Arizona as a bad loss.
And the Niners. Okay, the Niners is also bad because it was a blowout. Not
Okay,
If
but-
it was a close game, okay,
So
not
why
a bad
is,
loss.
so why
you
is
know,
everybody still on Detroit's dick right now?
who's
Detroit.
they lost close
They
to
got
Seahawks.
fucked by the Ravens.
That's it. That's one. But the Seahawks is not a bad one. It's just a loss. You know.
Okay, but-
Seahawks are decent. I don't think they're all that, but there's just. How does it feel? And you can say this about my team too. How does it feel that Arizona's only win is against y'all?
I fucking hate it.
That's a bad
I
loss.
hate it.
That's a bad loss.
I count that as a bad loss.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't count the 49ers as like such a fucking like, oh, you should have fucking won that game. Or,
No.
Or that the team
They
is
just-
or that the team is horrible now because they
What I'm
lost to
trying
the
to get at is
49ers.
that in the fourth quarter, there weren't even nobody was even playing their starters.
Oh no.
That's what I'm trying to
I know.
say. Like
No,
that's,
I know.
So you have to count the Niners.
I agree. It was a horrible game. That's what I'm saying. Like it was a horrible. Yes, it was a bad loss, but it was a good team that maybe we should have lost to. Or don't tell me because we lost to the 49ers now we suck.
No.
And that was the narrative after that.
Oh,
for the Cowboys. That's what I'm saying. But if the Ravens lose,
Well, at that time, you guys didn't beat Chargers in a round, which they're solid. Not
But also-
course,
but on
not
that-
even Detroit's level, but
that's what I'm
they
saying.
have
But-
decent quarterbacks. They have history of being okay. So and the way they won, Cowboys won these.
that's my drink, fool.
I kind of liked how they won.
I put mine there. You put yours up there.
Uh,
No shit.
it's like, oh.
Like that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I know I sound like a broken record, but like I don't mind clowning like the Cowboys. If they deserve the smoke, give them the fucking smoke. But don't
Yeah.
tell me all these other teams that do the same shit or even worse shit don't deserve any of the fucking smoke. That's my whole thing. Because the Ravens lose badly to fucking no, they don't lose badly. I mean, they lost to the Steelers, who they really shouldn't have lost to, and they lost to the Colts of all fucking teams too.
Yeah, they shouldn't have lost the Colts. It was a close game, but they should have lost.
And then
it
everybody was
against
like, "Oh, it's okay. We still have them. Good. No, relax. No need to."
I mean, credit. I guess the reason they also did that is because they spanked the Alliance. So, but you're right. You guys have spanked on bad teams. So I guess you're right.
And when we spanked the Jets, who nobody has been able to spank the Jets other than us.
That's true.
I'm just saying, like, all warranted smoke.
Morale was bad, and it sounds like excuse what I'm saying. Like I don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Morale was horrible during that game because they had just lost Aaron Rodgers and whatever's not whatever's.
I mean, they
Zach
beat
Wilson.
Buffalo.
I know.
The week before.
Josh Allen handed it.
Okay,
Literally
but that's what I'm
Okay, I
saying.
know. Like it sounds like I'm making excuses. I know, but it's because there should be context, but at the same time, I know where you're coming from because it just sounds like we're making excuses for the teams.
No, I'm not saying you're making an excuse. I'm saying either Josh Allen isn't that good or the Bills aren't that good or the Jets defense is that good. Which
No, I think
if
they're
we
still
follow
good.
the
Even though
pattern-
you guys spanked them,
That's what I'm saying. If we
they're still
follow the
good.
pattern, they beat everybody. I mean, the defense has played good against everybody else.
They have a winning record too.
That-
That's crazy to say without Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. So that's and And now the Giants defense is suddenly good also. Like, everybody's only beating them by like a point. And, we dropped 40 on them. I'm just...
Anyways, that is kind of how the shape down so far.
Ravens. AFC North.
Yeah, AFC North is crazy. Browns also crazy. Weird with how they're doing good without a good quarterback.
Okay, Will Levis. Okay.
Bro, he's been commanding.
Spike the ball. Spike the ball. Spike the ball. They're gonna spike it. They're gonna do a quick play. No, they're gonna spike it. No, spike it. Anyways, that's how it's shaping up so far. You saw how we got into it, and then Bengals. Even though they've looked so good these weeks, they're still in the bottom of the division.
Yeah.
And got a little tough schedule ahead of them.
And they already have losses against the Browns and the Ravens.
They play them again though,
So
and
that,
I think
I know, but that's already
the one that worries me. Wait, they've played the Steelers. They haven't played the Steelers.
They haven't
yet.
played the Steelers.
They got to play the Steelers twice, and then
which I don't think they ever beat them twice.
no, I think they'll get one.
Yeah.
The one that worries me is Ravens away from home because Ravens beat Cincy in their house, so it's gonna be tough to beat them at their house when it's even colder.
Yeah.
That's the only one I'm really worried about.
And it's all windy and wet over there.
Yeah, and then I'm not worried about. Honestly, I'm not even worried about Chiefs against Bengals when they play later in the season. No. What happens this Sunday is gonna matter a lot. I got Cincy winning, but it's because you never know with the Bills. The Bills can either be so bad, or they'll just be. They have really high ceiling.
Yeah.
And then that's what worries me. I don't know what I'm gonna get.
Peaks and valleys. Yeah.
So that's the thing. Anyways, let's start. Sorry, I already went with Sunday night. Let's start off with Sunday morning. In Germany, Chiefs, Dolphins. Really quickly, how do you think it goes down?
So I think you already kind of know who I think is going to win, and I don't think it has anything to do with which team I think is better. That was kind of off of what we were talking about on the group chat.
I don't remember.
Because I said whoever gets in.
Whoever arrives first.
Whoever arrives first always
Which
wins.
I think it does matter.
Which makes a lot of sense because it's if going to London is like a 14-hour flight, imagine Germany.
Yeah, it's add another 2 hours.
Maybe probably 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's. Ooh, he almost threw a pick there.
Still got a chance to win. I think they got one more down. Oh no!
And the Chiefs are on their way there, right now.
Not good.
You
probably can't even get a practice in.
Probably not.
Because Saturday they usually run it all chill, right?
It's usually Fridays is when we do walkthroughs.
Exactly, and then Saturday almost nothing, and tomorrow's Friday.
Walkthroughs are nothing. Walkthroughs is
nothing.
Yeah, walkthroughs is literally you just running plays with no pads. Just your helmet.
Your last final touches of the offense, part of the game.
Yeah, you just do drives. You just try out plays. That's all it is.
Damn.
You don't run drills. You don't. If you're doing one-on-ones with the corners and the wide receivers, they're not really trying.
Yeah, no. So Jason, in case y'all didn't understand, he has.
I got the Dolphins
just
winning
because they arrive early. Which
the Dolphins.
That's fair. I'm all bro. If I can leave on Monday or Tuesday, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm glad. Oh,
no.
Dang. Why would you try to throw up the seam? And if you're trying to conserve the clock, why are you throwing in the middle?
That's game 2.
You're supposed to always throw to the sideline, outside the numbers.
Tough. Will Levis, tough. Hey, but kept it close. He had a solid first weeks with Levis. So
why are you walking across the camera, Ray?
For real. You kissed it out. I guess, but it's more work for me. Anyways, yeah. So Steelers just won, so they're 5-3. So that makes the division even crazier. Yeah, because everybody's 4-3 except Ravens. So yeah, and then Jason got Dolphins. I got the Chiefs. I want the Dolphins to win because it'll make the AFC even crazier. Because even when somebody's not favored to win the AFC and they have the 1 seed at the middle of the season, makes things very interesting for the second half of the season. Just for fan's sake, but.
If they were playing here in America, I'd have the Chiefs.
Okay, and technically the whole team would have been the Chiefs. They would have been playing at Arrowhead. Yeah. Well, obviously they're not, but
I would take the Chiefs. But because of that role, that pattern, I'm gonna just go. I think I just go Dolphins just because
I'm going Chiefs just because they just lost to the Broncos, so they'll be like wake up call.
Yeah, it's a slap in the face.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not saying they can't lose back to back, but
it's very probable.
It's more likely. Also, like I'm also thinking like it's more unlikely for them to lose back to back.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not possible. Definitely, especially leaving on a Thursday.
No, I agree. Like, yeah, if it was literally anywhere else other than Germany, I'd have the Chiefs.
Okay.
But just because just that pattern and it's math.
You want to talk about Ravens Seahawks or not really? I don't know. I mean, it's a good game, but I don't think it's like compared to these other two.
I think I might have the Seahawks winning that one.
Upset.
To be honest.
I gotta check if they play at
I just think
Seahawks and Ravens.
I don't think the Ravens are just like that good. Like a lot of people are kind of been dick riding them lately, and I don't.
Honestly, they do need a receiver. Odell's not working out, so
yeah, I mean, I could have told them that.
They should have gone for Devontae. Oh, that would have been so dirty.
Or at least D Hop.
Oh yeah, even D Hop would have been because they have such a good run game, and they got Mark Andrews that DeAndre would have got good touches, good yards. Gonna be a lot of 1-on-1s.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I agree with that. They should have gone to 100 points.
I could have told them.
They're playing. You said in where? In Baltimore. Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. Playing to Baltimore. You got upset away from home. You Seahawks.
Oh, yeah, I got Seahawks.
Ooh, tough.
Well, because the Seahawks have been more consistent.
That's true.
And
I don't like Geno Smith, but you're right. Honestly, I can't argue with it.
Yeah,
They've been a solid team throughout, and who did they trade it for? That D lineman.
Oh, what's his fucking face? Quinnen Williams. Was it Quinnen Williams?
They did not trade for Quinnen Williams.
Something Williams. No, not Quinnen Williams. The other Williams.
For the Giants.
The poofy hair Williams. Yeah. Leonard Williams.
There
That's
you
his
go.
fucking name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quinnen Williams from the Jets.
Yeah, Quinnen Williams. Yeah. That's the guy who sneezed and said "bless you" to himself.
I actually got the Ravens, but I do not expect it to be pretty at all. I think it's gonna be a dirty game. Maybe squeeze it out, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Seahawks take.
Yeah,
I'm only leaning because Ravens at home. I don't know if it's gonna be cold. I mean, it's because when it's at 12, it's hard for Baltimore's supposed to be cold, but
I'm pretty sure it's colder in the morning than it is.
But it's 12 and it's in the East Coast, so it's probably like 2 p.m. over there, 1.
It's 1. It's 1 for them.
For 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I'm kind of like,
Yeah,
it's not much of an advantage.
But it's Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland. Like that's where they go, like crab fishing and stuff. Like it's cold over there.
It's cold. Okay.
I mean, it's the DC area too. I mean,
okay. I mean, you're giving me more reason to choose the Ravens,
yeah.
but I'm choosing the Ravens just because I think it'd be a professional. I mean, no, sorry, not professional. Dirty game and one of those. Maybe even low scoring. But yeah. The next sub, Cowboys Eagles. In Philadelphia at 3:30. East Coast will be.
Which I'm kind of glad we're playing them first away because it's not gonna be as cold right now as it is gonna be in December.
Yeah, you definitely want to play Philly first, and then keep it more favorable on your side in December. Especially you'll know more of them later in the season as well.
Yeah.
Not that I mean, right now it's the middle season, but still, like you'll have more film on them, and especially at home. And you guys have been lately. Y'all been having a good record at home.
Oh, I mean, we're 11-0,
which is not usually it's not. Usually everybody plays their ass off in Dallas.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I kind of have said, in conversations before, where I said like Cowboys doesn't really have like a home field advantage
because there's just fans everywhere.
Yeah,
and then everybody decides to play well.
And everybody when they play against the Cowboys, like that's their Super Bowl. Everybody plays their fucking ass off
because they know that everybody's watching.
Because everybody hates the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So I mean,
how do you think this goes? I pick Philly just because they're at home, and I really don't want them to win because I don't want them to have such a big lead. But just because they're at home, and almost every season I split them. I split you guys because, especially now that you guys are even.
I mean, it only started until last year.
Huh?
I mean, you could have only split them last.
And Jalen Hurts, obviously, that's the reason I'm also splitting.
Well, we swept Jalen Hurts the year before that.
Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott have not faced each other.
Yeah, they have.
Okay, when they were 9-8, and he didn't even. Okay, when Jalen Hurts was actually a good quarterback, that time he only ran. He was still running quarterback when that happened. That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay. You're right though. You're right. He did. You guys beat him. that time, and I think that was. No, yeah, played both times.
We whooped.
Anyways, how do you think this goes down? I'm assuming you have the Cowboys winning.
Oh, I have the Cowboys. Just I feel like they're hotter right now.
Okay.
They're hotter and
they're playing cleaner games.
And like yes, the Eagles are kind of eking out wins right now.
Oh yeah.
They're like they haven't won a game by more than 14
maybe
points.
The Dolphins. That's what kind of gave them more confidence to pick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Surprisingly,
But I still don't put too much stock in that because I'm not a big Dolphins.
I thought it was gonna be closer because, bro, the Dolphins off is crazy. I know what you mean because it could swing because their defense is so bad. But
it's because like the Dolphins, yes, they have a really good offense, but like you can. Well, no, it's like because what I think won them that game was how the Philly defense played against the Miami offense.
They played well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I think
You're
it's because
right.
the Miami has a really explosive defense, but they can get got because we just stopped that first read and you got them.
And get home, I guess.
Yeah. Or just make it uncomfortable for Tua. Don't let him just hit his last step and let him throw wherever he wants to. And papita, I think. And they were able to do that. And so that's, I think, yes, their offense played good, but I think the Phillies' offense has been playing that good the whole year. It's just their defense.
What type of Philly defense you think you're getting on Sunday? You think it's a shootout? You think it's maybe not a shootout? You think it's a low-scoring game? Because, honestly, you're right that the Philly defense can get got, but I don't even know which one's going to show up on Sunday. Like, if the one that shows up with the Dolphins, then I think you got Philly wins. I wouldn't say easily, but I'm almost guarantee Philly wins.
Like, I think statistically, the Miami has a better offense than the Cowboys, but I think our offense is a little bit more complex than theirs.
Complex,
as in. I don't want to say better because the stats don't back it up.
Nah, and I think the players as well, player for player, I think Dolphins are better.
I mean, okay,
Tyreek.
Okay, that's fine.
Even
what I'm saying,
Waddle is.
But I'm saying like it's not an offense where like it's, that there's like a recipe to beat, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like Dak can improvise. I guess is kind of what I'm trying to get to. Or the offense itself can improvise. Like they're not so one dimensional.
Before these 2 weeks, before the bye, I think you couldn't argue that. But I mean, now you're right. I've seen better things about the offense. Mm-hmm. But before that, I think you guys were stale. Remember, I was arguing that Dak wasn't playing well and that the defense and your special teams were scoring. But now you're right. Now I can't argue with you because I've seen enough these past 2 weeks that you're right. The offense can switch things up and get their way.
Yeah. I mean, even then when we weren't doing too hot in the red zone, like the offense was still cooking up until the red zone, and then the red zone, that's when they had their problems or whatever. Which just it's the point. The point is, I don't think we can get got kind of like how Miami's offense can get got, because I feel like Miami's offense, like it really was like that's the formula. It's like don't let Tua get his first read or make him comfortable before he hits his drop, and that's you got him. We saw how he threw that fucking.
I think they missed Achane on that Philly game. I think they did because having Achane and Mostert.
You should be able to.
They run the ball well as well, and I think maybe that would have opened up more things, and they would have kept the Phillies defense on their toes.
I would agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I would agree, but for me, it's Mostert and Achane are the same running back to me.
Achane, I think, is even better already.
But they're like the same style.
Oh, no, for sure. They're both elusive, very fast.
They're the same style running back.
No, I agree, actually.
So you're one running back
but you can't deny that.
One running back that you have should pick up the slack and keep doing it as if there was two players there. That's kind of what I'm going at.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at now.
Yeah. Okay. Like, it's kind of like how the Cowboys, you see it now, like how we had Zeke as our bruiser, and then when Tony Pollard would come in, he'd just kill him.
Yeah.
And now that we only have Tony Pollard, our running game is nowhere near as good as it was last year.
That's crazy. True.
And so, I would go. I'm going Cowboys just because I think, yes, we're hotter now, but I also think I think we'll do good against their defense.
I agree.
So, and I think the Philly hasn't really been running the ball that hot either.
They were in the beginning.
They have spurts here and there where they look good, and then there's times where they don't look good at all, or that they're not running at all. It's like if it comes quarterback against quarterback, like throwing, I think the Cowboys beat the Eagles because I think Jalen Hurts is just so reliant on that play action.
Okay.
Now, if they get into the brotherly shove, which is a whole another topic,
bro, don't tell me you're one of those people that want to.
Oh no. Okay. I mean, I agree with the play.
Okay.
It's like if it was such an unstoppable play, like why aren't other teams good at it?
Yeah, exactly.
I guess my only problem with it is like shoving the quarterback.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's the only part I don't like. I like QB sneaks, which is just the QB kind of sneaking in between the center and the guard.
Just get that 1 yard.
Yeah, that I have no problem. It's the shoving that
I know what you mean because the refs they're kind of holding their whistle and you don't know when to whistle and then how much is enough or you know what I'm saying.
And because you're on top of a pile, like you can't be down ever.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because there's no ground. You're stepping on your own players, on other players. Like
your knees never down.
You're never down. And so the guy's pushing you. That's all it takes to get you across.
Yeah.
That's like
it's hard for the refs.
Like I don't like the play, but I don't think we should get rid of it because if it was that unstoppable of a play, then other teams would be good at it. Man.
Makes sense. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're split. So you guys Seahawks. Well, we're split. We're different every game. Actually.
Every game, yeah.
Except this one, maybe. Who you got? Cincy or Bills?
It's like
it's
if
hard.
the Bills sucked last week, they should be good this week. It's like
it's with the Phillies. You don't know where you're gonna get. You do not know where you're gonna get. You think the urgency?
I don't know. I just think Cincy just looked really good against the 49ers.
And both sides of the ball, not just on offense. That's what I'm saying.
So.
Yeah. The reason I'm picking Cincinnati, and the reason I'm picking it is that
I'm leaning towards Cincinnati.
Hopefully I convince you on this. On these type of games is where you need Matt Milano, where you need Tre'Davious White. So those are big losses for the whole season, and that's the whole reason I'm like, when they get to the playoffs, I don't think they're gonna make noise because these type of games is like where the communication, the small details matter, and those guys take care of it. Not only they take care of the small things, they sometimes make the big plays.
Oh yeah,
Matt Milano's
fucking stud, man.
Exactly. So I think that's what is gonna show. They've been kind of getting. I mean, it shows because the Bills have been struggling a little bit. They lost to the Jags. They lost to the Pats. So you can see it, but I think even here is going to be more glaring. Oh, yeah. So that's why I kind of... And since even their defense kind of mid in the beginning, but now they've stuffened up and especially the offense now is being really well oiled. So that's why I'm going to Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of leaning towards Cincinnati also, just because... If I just look at the matchups, just like Cincy offense versus Bills defense, it's over.
Exactly.
And then Bills offense versus Cincy's defense, with Josh Allen not playing that hot right now, I think you could probably also give it to Cincy. So I think I'd give I'm picking Cincy in this game.
Usually Bills defense was almost every year good, but I think you're with that personnel down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then now, the only defense player I can really think of is
Von Miller.
Von Miller is 50 years old with a beer belly,
and he hasn't looked so high since coming back. So, oof. Even though before he came back, they've actually now finally gotten. That's crazy. That sucks for them. The only thing they lacked was pass rush, and then now they have it, and the rest of their players are gone. That sucks so bad. Yeah. For the Bills.
You know who they elevated last week to their roster? Ooh. Josh Norman.
Who the fuck is that?
That's what I'm saying. Josh Norman.
From the practice squad?
Josh Norman was, I think this is before you started kind of watching football like as heavily as you do now. Yeah. He was a really good, I guess he was a good corner for the Panthers and then for the Redskins, who's now Washington.
Yeah.
And then for the Bills, You haven't seen that one famous video where Derrick Henry stiff arms a dude and he dribbles him off the ground?
Oh, yeah.
That's Josh Norman.
Oh.
Josh Norman's very famous for talking a
seen it.
lot of shit.
Yo.
And he had a lot of beef with all the wide receivers. You ever seen that video of where Odell Beckham is beefing with some dude with the Panthers?
Nah.
That he's fighting with him all
Maybe I have
game.
seen it, but...
And there's like, it's at the
Oh,
end of
wait,
a
I
play
have
and
seen
he
it.
comes in running like a freaking
actually
rocket and
have
hits him
seen it.
head first.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah,
have seen it.
that's Josh Norman. He's been deep fried ass for like the past like 3 years, 4 years.
The league forgot about
And
it.
they had to elevate him last week.
Damn,
So
that's how bad
that's
they are.
how bad they are.
Damn.
So yeah, I think I'm good for Bengals on that one. I think I agree with you on that one.
Okay. That's the one that we agreed on. This is good. We should see how it goes, and Monday is gonna be crazy. I mean, meaning like all the games that we saw on Sunday. I don't care about the Monday night game.
Yeah.
Chargers disappointed me.
Yeah.
So okay.
So is my Herbert rant kind of, am I kind of,
fair?
Am I being
I
fair
think
with
the
my
reason
with my
Herbert doesn't get that
stance?
much slack is because clearly talent wise, he can on his day can be top 3 easily in the league.
Yeah.
And then like maybe on a stretch can be number 1, even then better Patrick. But he's 500. His record is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You can say it's about the coaching, but I mean,
Let me just go back to the Cowboys-Chargers game.
uh-huh.
What happens if Dak throws that pick on the final drive?
Oh yeah, he gets dragged.
He gets fucking dragged through the mud. He probably gets fucking shot at his house or something. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, there's nothing I can say.
I mean,
yeah, because it's true. But I mean, the reason some people rank Herbert better than Dak is because the talent is.
the
it's
talent is
better.
obvious. Yes, it's there.
But
You're right.
you have to take both. We can't just look at talent. We have to look at record,
Tangibles
talent.
and intangibles.
Exactly. Oh, and the quarterback position intangibles is I hide them. I highly rank them as very important because
Look at Tom Brady as an example.
exactly
Tom Brady probably has no tangibles. He's all intangibles probably.
Exactly. And he gets his team really far.
Yeah.
So, real quick, before we head out, you wanna What's outside? Oh, what are those red lights?
It's a truck.
What the fuck? My brother's here, man. I think he came for his trailer or something. Anyways, real quick. You want to do any quick predictions? Maybe change your predictions before the end of the season. We'll do another video once the playoffs are done or before week 18. We'll do it again.
So we're doing like AFC Championship, NFC Championship predictions,
for right now?
or what do you mean predictions? Like
No, like I don't know. Something you want to say you're wrong about or you're right about.
fuck.
Now that we know the teams really well, or anything you want to switch up or want to predict, I don't know. Maybe the Dolphins go to the Super Bowl, something like that lines that you've seen the team.
I'm not high on the Dolphins. I'm not high on the Chiefs anymore. Yeah, I guess I would change the Chiefs because I think I had Chiefs in my AFC Championship. No,
Yes,
I did.
You did. You did with Cincinnati.
with Cincinnati.
But you had Cincinnati winning.
Yeah, I had Cincinnati winning.
You had Cincinnati Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
Now, dude, does Cincy make the playoffs?
Oh, I think they do.
Oh, I mean,
Their schedule's tough, but
it's because they're not even just playing against their own opponents now for schedule. Like now the division too.
I know.
Like if the Steelers and the Browns and the Ravens keep winning,
I know.
there's no way that
I
the
don't
Bengals
think
can
they
make the
keep winning,
playoffs.
though.
I mean, I don't think
I know what you mean.
I don't think the Browns are gonna keep winning, but like, and I don't think the Steelers are gonna win 10 games or whatever.
Ravens have some tough games at the end of their season. I want to say them real quick. That's why it gives me a little bit. And Cincy also has tough games.
I know,
But Ravens
and they're already down in the division too.
No, I know they've digged themselves a hole. But let me just show you real quick. I saw the Ravens schedule.
And you got to look at the other wild card teams too.
Oh yeah. So Ravens play Seahawks, Browns, Bengals, Chargers, Rams, Jaguars, Niners, Dolphins, Steelers. That's all their next games. That's tough, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of the reason I lean into is, okay, they play Browns at home. I know they beat them at their house, which is impressive, but you never know. It's a division game, and I think the Bengals for sure take Ravens because it's gonna be hard. But I don't think Bengals are gonna allow. They're gonna go in the mindset of like, we can't let them sweep us.
Yeah, it's a playoff game basically. Yeah.
Exactly. That's how they're gonna treat it, and I trust them. Chargers, I guess you can say Chargers are ass, but Chargers are kind of like the Bills. They can have a big ceiling and they have a really low floor. So Rams, dub, Jaguars could swing.
I'm actually kind of high on the Jaguars right now.
I'm not. I don't trust their defense. That's kind of. I think. I have them in the same category as Dolphins, but I feel like I trust Dolphins offense even more. But I think their defense,
well, for me, they're the ones who've been the most consistent out of everybody in the AFC.
the Jaguars,
Yeah,
they lost to Houston.
Well, I mean, that was back when Houston was hot.
Okay, but they still lost. They shouldn't have lost.
I understand, but everyone else has
Who's the
ugly.
second loss? Who's the second loss?
Everyone else has ugly losses. They lost to the Chiefs.
Okay,
So
that's what I'm saying.
everybody else,
I know what you mean. I mean, they're already hot right now.
that's like the Chiefs have a loss against the Broncos. The Bills are the Bills. Everybody they fucking lost to. The Dolphins haven't beat anybody, really.
True.
Who are all the top? I mean, Bengals, they're hot now, but they weren't so hot then. True. So, can't really.
Well, yeah.
That's what
I see where you're coming from, but their secondary, I can't trust secondary. It's kind of like the Eagles, the back end of their defense, not good. But yeah, either way, they're solid. Jaguars are solid. I agree with you. And then I think they'll lose to the Niners because I think the Niners will be desperate by the end of the season. And then Dolphins at the end of the season again, and then Steelers at the last day. So everybody has tough. The whole AFC North is gonna be crazy. And I think they got the better quarterback. So that's kind of where I'm going with Cincinnati. And I kind of want my pick to be right too, because even I still predict the Ravens to be good. I think I thought it was gonna be Ravens, Cincinnati for the number 1 seed. That's what I said in the beginning of the season, which could still happen, even though Cincinnati's in a hole. But I think they'll treat the Ravens and the Browns game as playoff games, like you said. Yeah. They're like, we can't get swept by Browns and we can't be swept by the Ravens. They play Steelers twice, but I think they'll lose at least one of those games. So that'll make them 4. I got them 12-5. I got them losing 2 of their next
for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
that's asking a lot.
I think they can do it.
I mean, there's a lot of teams that can do it. It's
12-5. I think can win the division.
And you're forgetting there's always trap games.
That's true.
Yeah,
but I think the trap games was.
Nah, those weren't trap games.
Kind of already got.
Those aren't trap games because.
Wait, who they lose to? They lose Browns, Ravens. Who was the third game they lost? Cincinnati.
I don't remember.
Can't remember either. Oh, Titans. They lost to Titans.
Yeah, they lost to Titans.
But you're right. You're right. Though. There are trap games.
There's always trap games. Ask the fucking Cowboys.
They always fall in this.
Ask the Chiefs.
True. Okay. I'm just glad I was happy about the Dolphins a little bit, that they were gonna be good. Well, I haven't win the division.
Yeah.
I think you had Buffalo.
I had Buffalo winning the division. Obviously not anymore.
Really?
No.
What? You got Dolphins winning it then?
Oh yeah, now yeah.
Damn. I mean,
they
also have a tough schedule too.
Yeah.
Almost everybody does a little bit. Not
everybody,
but
I kind of have more trust in the Dolphins a little bit more than the Bills right now. Just because, I mean, I'm not high on the Dolphins either, but the Bills, they're having a fucking crisis right now. I don't know what's wrong with them.
True. Real quick.
If it weren't for a freaking holding call that they didn't call against the Giants, they would have lost against the Giants too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They should have lost against the Giants.
Real quick.
And they should have lost against Tampa Bay also because Baker Mayfield threw the most perfect fucking Hail Mary I've ever seen. And Chris Godwin forgot that he was playing wide receiver that night.
Almost everybody was like, oh, it fell.
It hit the touchdown. The end zone without anybody touching it. How the fuck does that happen? So they should have lost that game too.
Real quick. Who takes the number 1 seed in the NFC? Cowboys. Damn, I disagree. I think it's hard for me to say Niners. but definitely not the Eagles because their schedule is the hardest in the NFL without a doubt. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh yeah.
But for sure not the Eagles. I had Niners in the beginning of the season. We shall see. Yeah. We'll find out. And then if you guys win to this weekend, you guys are in pole position to take the number 1 seed. Because you're heading into your second game against Philly. You're heading home with already a lead.
Yeah. But I mean, before we hit Philly again, we got trap games in there.
Oh, yeah. Y'all play Dolphins and Ravens at the end of the season? No. Y'all play Dolphins and Lions at the end of the season.
Yeah, Dolphins and Lions. And Bills, like, close to the end of the season also.
I think you lose to the Bills because they'll be desperate. But those key games, and I think you guys can lose to the Bills at the end of the season because I think you guys have favorable games before it. But
we got Washington somewhere in there too.
Yeah, and then Giants at the end. But I think we got to be fine with the Giants.
No, the Giants we play. Not Thanksgiving. They play Commanders Thanksgiving. I don't think. No, is it? No, I think the Lions are our last game.
Oh, that'll be a big game still.
Yeah,
especially at the end.
No, it's Commanders. Oh. Commanders is our last game. Yeah, because we play them Thanksgiving and then Commanders are our last game. We played Detroit on New Year's. I remember now.
I think you'll sweep
New Year's Eve.
Giants and you'll split with Washington. Anyways, this shit's about to die. So, real quick. Oh, that was it. That's what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, I think Cowboys.
Cool. Now I'm sticking with the Niners just because they're in the slightly easier division, even though Seahawks are frisky. But
the Rams and Cardinals.
Yeah,
the Cardinals are already tanking. Any chance they had was with Josh Dobbs, and they got rid of him already. So
that's true. I think the sweep Arizona.
So they were like, "Are we trying? Are we not trying to fucking tank? What are we doing here?"
I think that you guys have the same record as San Francisco, but that tiebreak is gonna kill y'all.
I don't think we'll have the same record as San Francisco.
You don't think so?
I think San Francisco is gonna lose more games.
You think? Wow. It's crazy.
It's just.
I mean, the bye week came in a perfect time for them.
Oh, yeah.
They're ready to get their shit together.
But they got a tough game after the bye week. No,
they get Jaguars.
I think that's another L.
I think you're right in the Jaguars. I don't have a problem with Trevor Lawrence or the offense, especially Trevor Lawrence not being actually consistent.
Yeah.
But the defense, if they tighten up, then okay, I'll give it to you. If the Jaguars even tighten up.
Yeah, but
I still think still get got, but whatever.
There's a reason, some guys get drafted in the 7th round. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you're talking about Purdy. No, Sam Darnold, pick it up. Nah, it's fine. I don't believe in Sam Darnold.
Bro,
I don't believe in Sam Darnold.
Bro, if Purdy, for whatever reason, goes out or, God forbid, obviously I don't want to wish that against anybody, but let Sam Darnold go in and win the game. Oh, your Brock Purdy argument is out the window.
That's crazy. Now, if he gets benched, yeah, hell yeah.
No, I'm not saying he gets benched. I'm saying, let's say he misses a game because, I don't know, he has another concussion or whatever.
But they talk so good about him. The players play so well. They're like, he's like, this and that.
Oh, yeah, that's their quarterback. Yeah, of course they're supposed to. We'll see. They loved Jimmy G when he was there, too.
Oh, that is true, actually. You're right. That's actually, you're right. I didn't think about that.
And Jimmy G went without CMC. That's what I'm saying. C-Mac. I'm just saying.
Okay. Let's wrap it up. All right. Thanks, Jason. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Big games. And we'll try to do episode, I think, we'll try to preview week 18. Or maybe we're after week 18.
We should probably do an episode after these next 3 big games, to be honest.
Okay.
We might. Knock one down. We need to hop on that football, though.
Oh, we do. Yes, we need to do football. Oh, yeah. Actually, if we do episode tomorrow with Yasiel, we're going to talk about the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, we are. See, this is exactly what I'm talking. I want you to get your feelings out. All right. Clearly, hopefully, so keep an eye on that one. And then I know he's not going to be there. What? Not recording? Oh, well, let me do it that one. Then doing that one. That's fine. That's fine. I'll just do the last clip on here. That one's still recording, right? Oh, okay. And so yeah, keep 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 an eye out for the Ballon d'Or video. Chris won't be here because he's
yeah.
I'm busy.
Our schedule revolves around Chris, apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Well, it doesn't revolve on it, but Don't tell him this, but he's kind of important. But we'll try to figure out about him.
Yaciel's been MIA for the past 4 episodes.
Hey, yeah, he has college. Yeah, he's gonna get us out the ghetto. Hopefully. It's tough out here.
You're forgetting we're relying on Yaciel here, guys.
And he's smart boy. We'll keep up. We'll catch up with him tomorrow.
He used to skip class with us when we had off periods when we were seniors and he was a junior, bro.
That's true. We're about to find out.
He was with us on our senior skip day, dude.
Hey, I guess busy Yaciel being quiet is probably a good thing. Means hopefully he's studying. That's why he's not answering the group chat.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Great episode. Thanks, Chris, again. Jason, Edwin. Peace out. See you in the next episode.
Peace.
Cool.